Hello, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to come back and give you guys a part 2 to the word that I released in relation to the Andy Griffith episode about the young woman needing to do her change clothes. And I referenced the scripture of Ezekiel 16:6-16. Okay? It wasn't no more than about a half hour after I got off of that video, gone about doing what I was doing, change clothes, everything. Came back, sat down. Heart of Ruth video popped up. Now, this video done popped up before me about 15 times, and I already watched it. That's why I was ignoring it. And it pops back up. And something occurs to me when I sit down and say, why, Lord, you show me this video? So I opened it up. When I opened that video up, she was telling a dream. And in that dream, it was talking about, get this, the woman had a matureness to her. Remember, in Ezekiel 6, it talked about the man that had been watching her. He had seen her disheveled and bloody. When a woman gives birth, what happens to her? She becomes disheveled and bloody, right? Because of the blood that is lost within her. But it also, her body matures. It becomes supple. It becomes all of this because her body has filled out and become full. In Heart of Ruth word, she was talking about how full her body looked. And I was like, huh. And she talked about the fact that the guy had seen her before but left. In the beginning of Ezekiel 16, he saw her, right? But he left until she became more mature. Then he came back. In her dream, the woman was waiting for him to return, but her bag was sitting on the bed. You have been packed. You have done everything. You have birthed what was needed to be birthed in the season that you needed to birth it. But now your husband has looked through the lattice window and seen that you are ready and are able to do what's needed and necessary in this season because you have birthed what needed to be birthed in your season. You have even birthed them because remember, your spouse was birthing to be birthed, right? And you were praying them through to be birthed into the man that they were supposed to be. All that work has been done. You have been packed and ready to go. Well, guess what? She had the bag, and in her having the bag, inside of it was 2 hearts. And I was like, shut up, God. I have been seeing 104, 104, 104, a written letter. 104, she talked about a note. Some of you are going to get a note, a written letter, something written in some formal way, a formal contract. I already talked about this in a short. Something that's going to be written as a decree of legality. Marriage license potentially, because the last part of that segment of Ezekiel 16 said he saw her and he wanted to take her for what? Marriage. He's coming, y'all. He's coming, y'all. Are you ready? I had a dream. And Lord, do you want me to share it? That I was on a ship going somewhere. But before I could go on this ship, I had to come into agreement for what it was that I was traveling into, meaning I had to walk away from one thing in order to be able to come into agreement for another. Some of you have had assignments that the Lord has said, well done. You've birthed that assignment. Now it's time for you to move to your next assignment. Who's to say that assignment is completely over? Or maybe you just need to take the time away from it for the Lord to do what he needs to do in you. Some of you are going to be called to divine rest. And I guess this is the message I'm going to say this in. That I was sitting in the presence of the Lord, and there's a lot of stuff in relation to not making these things into an idol. Not making your phone, not making your social media, not making all of this stuff into an idol. That God will pull us away. And when we are obedient to rest in his presence and do what he tells us to do. I remember I made a video a long time ago that I needed to go into rest, and I had the social media icons on there. And I didn't know when I made the video that I was about to go into a rest period. So I'm going to tell you this. If the Lord pulls me into a rest, if he desires for me, remember how I did the word of the Lord for the year? And I put a bunch of images over audio. That's what it will be. Or it will be, if you notice, I've added my podcast onto this YouTube page. So keep your eyes vigilant. I'm going to unlock the episodes to the podcast so you can listen to those. But I'm also going to potentially, anytime I need to come on, if the Lord allots me, I probably won't come on video because I got to take the time to get in God's presence and do what it is that he's telling me to do, because I'm in preparation just like y'all are. I got to go get what's necessary so that I can pour back into y'all. You see how that works? So if you see me on here once a week, don't get it twisted in your mind or anything. Just know, one, it's video content on the Kingdom Creator Connective Collective. If you listen to the video that I did on business acquisition and business related stuff, y'all got work to do anyway. Y'all might be on Kingdom Creator Connective Collective over there. And there's definitely videos just about every day over there. So go over there. And then I have the other podcast, Steam to Live the Dream. Some very good podcasts are coming up this year on that one. Then there's the one that's for this channel. So if you see me disappear here, I'm not gone. I'm just in different places, okay? You can find me in different places. Okay? But I need to take the time away to spend in the time with the Lord. And that's what I'm going to be doing. But if you take my advice and run with it for the business acumen stuff and go hang out on my other channel, you probably won't even miss me because it won't feel like I'm gone. Okay? And I will be back to this channel when the Lord allots me and when he tells me I can return. But I've even recognized this with a lot of God's children. They're splitting their content right now. Some people are going and making vlogging channels, beauty channels, all of this in alignment and an assignment in alignment with what it is that they're doing for God. So you have their channel, and then they got a second channel. Sunray Speaks. She does Sunray, and then she got Sunray Worships. It was another young woman. She used to be called Servant of God. She went and changed the channel again. Then it was She's Chosen. She started her own secondary channel. The channel that I have is a channel that I've been had. I'm just using it now and letting y'all see with the business content. You go over there, you watch the videos, you do that. If you saw the video sequence, if the video's up, that just means I didn't get a chance to take it down. But I did a 2-parter on how to do business and how to set up for your business stuff. Go over there, watch the videos. If they still there, it's a blessing because I just forgot to take it down. But otherwise, there's going to be a lot of videos coming up on that channel. And just because you see me there don't mean that I'm physically there just like I am here. When I say that I've gone and disappeared on y'all, I did. Because I actually had to take time with God. So just because you see me, don't mean it's me presently there. Remember, these are videos. So you got the podcast, you got this channel. For those of y'all that is new and you just found me, I pray that the Lord continue to lead you to the videos, because I got I just calculate I have over 1.1 video K. So there's definitely something for somebody if you just came on here. Scroll through the rest of my videos. But there's more than enough content for you. Look and see. With that being said, I hope this video blessed you, and depending on how the Lord moves me will be the determination of when and how. I will see. If I see you, I see you. But you will see me as you see me. And you'll know when I'm back. It'll be something different. Let me just say that. So I'm going to, whatever videos you see past that point will be the point that the Lord has put me in my moment. But if you're looking for stuff, I told you where. When you start seeing one video on here a week, now I may re-premiere some old videos that y'all might need to look at, how the Lord spiritually leads me. But that's how I plan to operate. Every once in a while, we need to take time away. And when I was sitting in prayer with, after listening to my prayer call this past couple of days, it's like I knew the Lord was starting to pull me into a rest, but I didn't know. So you see me and you see me, but there's more than enough. If you want to see me enough, you know where to find me. Steam Deliver the Dream podcast, the Tajma podcast that is on this channel. I will post any other audios I feel necessary. And then lastly, like I said, the Kingdom Creator Connected Collective that's giving you all the business advice. So set your notifications on those places. And I'll do a blog post on this. But be aware. So we all got to spend time with the Lord. With that being said, I hope this blessed you. Until next time. Much love, faith, peace, and blessings to you. Bye.